This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gators headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll try it over the left side. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Gators will punt this one away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Iamaleava. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage?
Turning it on. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Jones to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. They decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's got him. Tackled there by the defense. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive, but this the defining one. 4th and goal. And the defense makes the stand. Never got close to the goal line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I ain't giving that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety. And that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Handoff for Ball. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sends it back in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. In the red area, it's Ball. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. pressure. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
We're watching this DB on film. I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long back time the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. On the move and looking. He'll pull it down. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's long. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down? Buys a little extra time. Got his man. There's a crease. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on it.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his 1st sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Jones wants to throw it. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Iamaleava to throw. A little release to the back.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Holds and fires complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Gators in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Jones to throw. Flushed out of the pocket.
Well, the defense is fat. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Running inside, it's Pryor. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Iamaleava under fire. And they got it.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On the move, it's Knight. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Starting to feel a little pressure. Hit as he throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. more and more, making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground, it's Knight. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Iamaleava on the play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right on the money. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Third down in the gun. Iamaleava takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Mustangs in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Got a little space. Might have it just plowing ahead. Bulldozes ahead. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to run, it's Pryor. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Gators want to move quickly. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. When you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
He's got him in the flat. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Here comes the option. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jones to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get
for the strength of this defense. But coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping. Linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Iamaleava. Shakes off the defender. Makes a grab and room to run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
I've been impressed with this defense today, guys. Like, just really good job of being physical. And you've seen it show up on the defensive line with linebackers, with safeties. Everybody doing a great job filling gaps, understanding discipline, and being where they're supposed to be. Really strangled this running game for this O.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Motion from the wideout. He's got it again. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Here's a heat. And down he goes. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing, Iamaleava. They're working that left side. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the red zone, it's Knight. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Wide receiver going in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Here's a get the ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Got his man on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Man, sometimes these receivers / running backs just make you look good. 3rd down, everything covered. Nice defensive coverage, drop back, taking away option 1, taking away option 2. But how about the running back slipping out of the backfield, catching the football behind the line?
Makes the catch, and he's free. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Jones to throw. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why
he's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
Throws toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Knight. Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Rush is on him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty.
Here we go. Ready. Red 18, go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
I know this offense has really struggled in this game, but they've still got individuals offensively. They're trying to make plays, and they're trying to flash for their coaches to earn more opportunities the next time they see the field. Really nice job that time between these two, hooking up for an explosive play in the pass game. They could have used more of those today, but maybe this guy gets more chances catching passes the next time they take the field after flashing like that right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Pryor. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating.
He's going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes down the right side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Going for 2 here, and if they get it, it'll be a 5-possession game. Direct snap. It's Ball. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Iamaleava. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Complete in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Bruins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw